I'm Daniel Arnold. I'm the owner of Ellie Acorn Design Company, where we build and design custom furniture. I fell in love with working with my hands a long time ago. My mom, she's an expert basket weaver. Growing up, I spent a lot of time at craft shows and festivals. That's how we traveled all over the state. And it was there at those craft shows and those festivals where I'd walk around and I'd check out the blacksmith and the carpenters and the potters, the painters, and they'd be in their element, and you could watch them assembling their craft there, and they'd have their art on display. And it was really in that environment and growing up around my creative mother that really brought out the desire in me to want to create. One of the things that I love doing most is repurposing old tobacco barn wood. This is a barn that's been out of commission in probably 25, 30 years. But up underneath this grayed out wood is some of the most beautiful heart pine. It just needs a little bit of planing. It's something that's really capturing the attention of a large audience right now, and personally it's one of my favorite things to work with, one of my favorite materials. You can't buy the character that exists in this wood. The name of the company, Ellie Acorn, is inspired by my daughter, Ellie. Ellie passed away 2 hours after her delivery. We learned early on in pregnancy that there was complications, and every time we'd go back to the hospital, we'd learn that she'd defy the odds, and we gave her the nickname Ellie the Fighter. Our family kind of adopted the motto of the acorn and the oak tree, and that from great things come from humble beginnings. The reason I tell you about Ellie's story is not to make anyone sad. That's the last thing I want to do, because I don't associate any sadness with my daughter's memory. She's inspired me, and my memories of her are filled with joy and inspiration. So I decided right then and there that I'm going to do what I love to do with my life, and that's why Ellie Acorn is the name of this company. My hope is for all of my customers that I know I'm not going to change anyone's life because I sold them a piece of furniture, but it's my hope that every now and then you might look at that piece of furniture and know that the only reason it exists is because someone decided to follow their dream. And maybe it will serve as a tangible reminder, a physical product there in your home that'll remind you of that from time to time. And second, I tell you Ellie's story because with the purchase of each piece of furniture that we sell, we will be donating to the Churbs Foundation that is doing research for the diaphragmatic hernia, which is the defect that my daughter had. And it's a great dream of mine to see that research grow, and hopefully one day a couple may have different options than we had if they find out that their daughter or their son has been diagnosed with this diaphragmatic hernia. So that's Ellie Acorn.